Peace, peace. Welcome back to the space beyond infinity where there are no limitations. I'm the spirit guide of this room, Mystic, and I'm back with another vlog. How are y'all doing? How are y'all? I'm great. I did my eyebrows. That wasn't just now. It was a couple days ago, but I did them. I did. Actually, right after my last vlog, I did my eyebrows. And then after I did my eyebrows, I looked and I was like, my eyebrows probably was looking crazy in that last vlog. I didn't even think about it. And they was. And they was looking crazy, extra furry, and all over the place. Okay. My hair is sticking up. Y'all, I started to retwist my hair. So parts are retwisted, but not the whole thing. And now these is sticking up. So I need to retwist my hair. I had decided that I was gonna lock my hair. I don't know if I said that officially on here, but yeah, I decided I was gonna lock my hair because I don't really like. I'm where my daughter gets it from. Okay, I don't really like my hair being done. Like going through trying to blow dry it and flat iron it is so much, especially right now at the length that it's been at. It's really not that long, and that is such a tedious process. It literally takes me all day just to try to get that done, and it might even take to the next day. Especially with me like having a pause so I can get the kids situated and taken care of. And I like to make stuff from scratch, so it takes me a long time to do my hair. But also, like the last few times I put some braids in my hair, I was not feeling the tension. I did have that style with the faux locks, which was so cute, and I was really actually loving that. But it's like I can only keep it in my hair for I think a week. I think I had it in for a week or two. It's like a week and a half or 2 weeks that I had it in, and I was like, yeah, I'm ready to take this out of my hair, and it was still fresh. It still looked great actually, but I was just ready for that extra stuff to be out of my hair, and I was wanting my hair, and yeah, so I take my hair and lock it because I don't really like having my hair braided. I don't like having it braided, combing it and brushing it and all that is such a tedious thing. Like for me, honestly, I've always, ever since I started going natural in my teens, I've always referred to my hair as a woolish texture. Like wool, like very thick, very compacted, very coily, like wool. Like what I believe is a true 4C. Hey, do you hear me? My hair is thick and coily, and I could sit for an hour and coming out, and it would be right back coiled up and would be a struggle to pick through or comb through it within 5 minutes. And so yeah, especially nowadays, like my hair likes being natural. At some point, my hair was heat trained. It was heat trained because I would take a hot comb to it and flat iron it and stuff like that. So it was heat trained. When I wanted to straighten my hair, it was very easy because my hair was heat trained. But I haven't really done stuff like that in years. Like I will flat iron it to go through when I go to trim my ends and stuff like that. I will blow dry it and flat iron it, but that's only every few months that I even do that. Blow dry it, flat iron it, trim it, whatever. And so, yeah, that is such a tedious task to do. And I do want to like see my hair in a really big fro. Like I had this last time I had locks, I took them down and my hair was right here and I had a really big fro, but I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't even know what to do with it. I colored it and then I trimmed it, and then um, I wore it straight for a couple days. I let it start to curl up a little bit, and then one day I was like, "Yeah, I'm cutting this." And I think that was the second time I ever like cut my hair off. No, that was the first time. The first time I ever really just like cut all of my hair off. I remember because I had locks and I never cut my hair like that before. I used to get the back of my hair shaved down when I was in high school. I used to get the back of my hair shaved down. I used to get down here. Um, but I never shaved it until after I took down my locks. And I decided it was time for me to truly transform. So I had to let go of that hair. And I did it. And it felt great. Okay, I did it. And I was so enchanted by myself that every time my hair grew back to a certain length, I would just cut it off because it would get to a certain length, and then I would be like, well, I don't know what to do with my hair at this point. I don't really like ponytails like that. Like I like ponytails like that, but I don't. And then like I got into this one summer, which I started doing different things to my hair. I would braid it up or twist it up and put on a style and have sunflowers in my hair and blase. And I really liked that phase. And I wanted to get back to that phase, but every time my hair would get to a certain length, I would like, yeah, I'm ready to cut this off. I would be like, okay, now I want to start my locks back. And then I would cut it off. I'm like, okay, now I want to start my micro locks, and then I will cut my hair off. And that's the phase and cycle I've been going in for the last 4 years. Seriously. My hair would get a certain length, and I'd be like, okay, I'm ready to start my micro lock journey. And then I would start them, and then I would either take them down and cut it off. Yeah, no, I would start them, and then I would take them down, and then I would cut it off. I would start them and then I would take it down and cut it off. Or I would start up, I would do my whole head and then a few days later take it down and cut it off. Because I just was really going through a phase in a cycle of like rebirth. I had to keep rebirthing. And for me, a major thing of rebirthing is me cutting my hair. For me, that's a rebirth for me because I am transforming my persona in a way that matches how I am transforming on my inside. And now I feel like I'm hitting a space where I can do that without cutting off my hair. But I also, do not get me wrong, I love a good cut. I love a good fresh cut. I love when my hair is nice and freshly cut, or it's like it's cut and then it's like maybe 3, 4 weeks after that cut, and my hair done grew in kind of nicely, but it's not too curly and thick to where it's starting to look nappy. It just look real good. Love it. I love it. It's very cute on me. But I also love my hair. I love my hair. I love my fro. I love when I put braids in it. I love when I put puff balls in it. I love my hair. I just don't like the way it feels when it's tension on it. It's I'm not interested. I don't like that. That's why I don't get certain hairstyles anyway. Like you will not catch me going to somebody to braid some braids into my hair. Like I think that one braid thing everybody been was doing, they done kind of died down on it a little bit, but everybody was doing that style. I loved that so much. And I was like, ooh, I wish I could get my hair like that with a bunch of hearts and flowers. Like, oh my goodness. I think that is so cute. But I can't do it because I would be ready to take it down the same day. Like now, I never liked touching my hair. When I was younger and I used to get my hair done, they would say I'm tender headed, which is crazy because it do feel like a way when someone else is brushing or combing my hair. But when I do it, I be all rough and stuff, and I do not like. I can get rough and not care when I do it, but when somebody else does it, it's like, like okay. But spiritually, at this point, I wouldn't dare let somebody else in my hair anyway. I was watching a video of me, and I had like cut my hair with scissors, and because I didn't have, what? What's your idea? What's your idea? Okay, your idea. Raji idea. You got an idea? You got a little hair that look like it want to try to be gray. Let me go get my wrap. I'm gonna come right back down. Let me get my wrap, baby. I'll be right back down. You have a cute dress? Okay, so I was saying that I had cut my hair with some scissors because I didn't have clippers, and I was just ready for my hair to be cut. And I was saying like, I don't want women to cut my hair because I never want him to cut my hair again. And I said that, and then I was like, ooh, I think I want to delete this video because I don't like stuff like that. And then I'm like, well, does that mean that I gotta go through all my videos and delete the ones that I don't appreciate what I had said in that moment about him? And then I came back around to obviously no, because the whole point of this is I love Boomy. Boomy is my favorite. I love him the most. Um, yeah, so I don't know if y'all heard my daughter, so I was just talking to her. Anyway, um, yeah. I'm like, I can't go through and delete all of those videos. Any videos that I done said something that I don't agree with now. Like, I can't go and delete that because the whole point of this channel is for me to have a space and a place for me to express myself. What I think and I feel about where I am in my life and where I'm headed. And this is my sacred space to express myself. And those times I felt what I felt. Do not get up there. You only got no clothes on, so you can't be seen in my camera. I have water if you want to sip. But you're going to have to step back that way, little one. Where's my spray bottle? Okay. Yeah. I was saying, I don't know exactly what I was saying in that moment, but this is my space and my place. You can sit down. I'm gonna start taking down the rest of here. This is my space and my place for me to express, for me to reflect on where I am in my life and where I'm going in my where I feel like I'm going in my life, where I am going in my life. Because I always feel like I'm divinely in line and right on time, and I know I am because I get the confirmation and the numbers don't lie. I literally catch all of the numbers. Y'all see my plants grow so beautifully. Anyway, yeah. So I wouldn't go back and delete things because actually there was a point in time where I did in fact do that, and I really wish that I had that footage because I was literally in those videos, I was literally speaking on everything that I'm living in right now. So it's like I can't delete the things that I post because literally In those videos, I literally spoke exactly what I wanted to do, and I literally did it. And it'd be like, that be what I do this for. So I can look back at those moments and be like, yeah, I was here, here, and there, but I knew where I was going. And it's here. And I'm posting it also online right now because I want others who need to see it. Like, I want to be able to be an example of real love for self, real love for your family, real love in general, life, like the expression of real love. That's what I strive to be. That's all I want to be, is an expression of authentic love, because that's God. I want to be seen as that. I want to be felt as that. And here's how I do it myself. These are my thoughts. This is who I am. This is my expression. I'm not here literally to try to promote, like, yeah, I want to guide people, I want to lead people, I want to whatever, whatever. No, like I said, I'm expressing my experience. And if that affects you in a positive manner, then that's all I'm asking for. That's all I need. That's all I feel like I'm here for, as far as serving the community. Well, not all that I feel like I'm here for as far as serving the community, because the children that I raise will be children, will be the people, who take over the world. And they will be the leaders, and they will be the hard workers, and they will be the blase blase. And so I'm creating the people, and I'm raising decent human beings. And that's the other part of what I'm doing for the community. Raising decent human beings and hopefully affecting others. So raising decent human beings, and hopefully affecting others to where I done brought a deeper understanding of love, or love itself in general, or, shown a way of how to gain more peace. Something I did affected you in a loving manner. I will be more than grateful to be able to do that. But at the very, very end of the day, this is for me. So I don't be tripping in some of these videos where I done got certain comments like, we're getting a lot of silly content. And I'm just like, okay. Like, I know y'all want to see me because I'm cute and whatnot. And that, like, but this about my thoughts. So if you don't see me, that should be okay. I know it's a little better to just listen to somebody when you're actually looking at them. But if you turn something on and you get to cleaning or cooking, or you're drawing something out or whatever, and you're just listening to something, that works too. I don't have to be seen like that all the time. I'm not meant to be seen like that all the time. So it's mystical. Anywho, um, yeah, but I love my man, and I don't care what we have been through, because what we've been through are situations that have grown us in the ways we needed to grow and change and transform in order to get a better understanding of what authentic love is for self and for others. And that has allowed us to gain more in our relationship, creating allowed us to create more harmony in our foundation. I be thinking about stability sometimes, and sometimes I'll be like, that's not necessarily what I want to use. Because when I think about stability, like a table is stable so long as it has all of its feet to keep it stable. As long as it's balanced in harmony, it's stable, right? Rock, solid stone, something would be stable. But when I think about air and water, stability would be a bit different for them, wouldn't it? A stabilized ecosystem would be a bit different, wouldn't it? When I think stable, I think solid. And it can't be completely solid. Like, without chaos, there's no peace. I was talking about this the other day when I was talking to myself about, like, you feel me? I give gratitude because without light there is no dark. Without dark there is no light. Without chaos there is no peace. Balance and harmony. So I'm grateful for everything, the good and the bad, because I don't learn the lessons I need to learn if I don't go through the things that are bad. And they're not as bad as they seem if I have a healthy perspective of love, if I have an understanding and faith in the fact that I'm never going to be in one spot for too long. I'm always going to be continuously moving forward so long as I choose to keep moving forward, as long as I choose to not stay in stagnant energy. I will never be I'm never gonna allow myself to be in a space of pity ever again in my life. But I will never stay down for too long because I'm meant to come back up. It's a frequency. Frequency doesn't just stay up. It don't just stay. It has to rise and fall, rise and fall, rise and fall. Sun rises in the sun sets. The moon rises in the moon sets. It's a balance in everything. I don't want everything to just be peace all the time. This is what I was thinking about the other day. I'm gonna go ahead and try to express this right now. This is what I was thinking about. I was thinking about that. So I'm like, you feel me? When you go through the fall, you appreciate the rise. It's like you have to go through. It's this one chick I be watching, and I've been watching her for years, and I appreciate her, and I appreciate her content. Shout out to Energy. She really cool. But she says if it's not good, it's not God. If it don't make me feel good, then it's not God. And I can't believe that because God is love. And the only way to know love for real, like love is not just, oh, all the pretty things, oh, the sunshine and the rainbows. Like, it's not always that. Like, love would be setting boundaries, whether it be easy, gently, or very harshly. Like, setting those boundaries and standing on your business and giving tough love or whatever. Like, it may be going through situations with a person or people so that y'all are able to get a better understanding of yourself and each other and how to work with each other in order to grow through and learn those things. So it's like I'm gonna experience some sadness. It's not always gonna be happiness. It's not always gonna be up. There is gonna be a down. And that's gonna be with everything. There's gonna be a down. There's gonna be a something you have to go through in order to learn. But what she expresses is that That's not a thing for real. Like, you don't have to go through things in order to. But I feel like if you don't go through those things, then you don't understand the value in the up. You don't understand the value in the beautiful, wonderful, magical, and amazing things. But all of the things are beautiful, wonderful, magical, and amazing. That's the real kicker. You cannot be in my camera and you do something else. That's the kicker. So I'm like, what if it was God's plan the whole time to kick us out of the Garden of Eden? What if that was always the plan? Because how do you know the value of heaven if that's all you know? All you know is heaven. You don't know anything else. Everything is the way it is because that's the way it's supposed to be. You already know heaven. Already know heaven. That's all I know. I've never known anything else. This is where I was created and this is where I have existed. Heaven, peace, happiness, joy. Are you going to always, for eternity, embrace that? If that's your normal, if that's what you always had, you've never known anything else. How do you know that that is heaven if you've never been anywhere else? How do you know that that's heaven if you've never been anywhere else? How do you know that you are in the Garden of Eden if you've never been anywhere else? How do you know what that is? It just is. It just is. But how do you know it is what it is if you don't know what anything else is? How do you know what peace is if you've never experienced chaos? Peace doesn't have a name at that point. Peace no longer exists. Everything is just everything. And everything is everything. And that's great. But the point of life is to experience it. Learn joy. Learn joy. Earn joy. Learn love. Earn love. Learn peace. Earn peace. And revel in the chaos. Because if everything was just everything, then nothing would be anything. And then who's going to care? Nobody. Because we wouldn't exist. We had to know. That is why we have pain when we birth. We have the pain when we're going through our labor and when we're birthing, actually birthing and pushing. And then once you have your baby and your skin to skin and blah, 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 you get that push of oxytocin, the happy chemical, right? The joy naturally comes in after all of the pain. Naturally. It's built in your system to be programmed that way to naturally just give you the oxytocin, the joy, after experiencing all of that pain for whatever amount of time you had to experience it. Think about this, right? This is an interesting thought. The link between the time that you start your labor and when you have successfully pushed out your baby and your placenta and you're holding your baby in your chew and your oxytocin kicks in. The correlation between that time frame and the time frame it takes for you to encounter a lesson learning experience and make it through that lesson learning experience successfully in life. That is an interesting thought. That is such an interesting thought that I want to ponder on more because I have had three births, right? My first birth was 12 hours, I believe. My second birth, because I went into labor at 3 a.m. and I had my baby at 6:20 p.m. the following. I mean, no, that day, right? So about 12 hours, right? Um, in my second two births, which were home births, my first birth was in the hospital. Like I labored at my aunt's house as much as I could, and I went to the hospital because my water did not break on its own at that point in time. Which I didn't even need the doctors to break my water. Like who I am today can look and be like, yeah, you didn't even need the doctors to break your water. You could have just sat on that ball a little longer or just laid down for a little while and they got up and boom, it would have broke. But anyway, um my second two births were 6 hours in total. Maybe. Yeah. 6 hours in total. Each. Both. Went into labor at like 8:30, 9 o'clock and had my baby at 2:20 and 2:22 p.m. Both of them went in labor at the same time, around the same time, and I had them both around the same time in the day. And they're both 3 days apart. Isn't that cute? My two girls. That's something, ain't it? Anyway, um, so first experience 15 hours, second experience 6 hours, third experience 6 hours. And I was definitely in different phases of my life in all of those experiences. Thoughts. I be having thoughts. So I had another thought of like um, how my last birth, me and Boo were at odd ends, or I was at odd ends. The man was still barking up my tree, of course, because he loves me, and I was about to have his baby. But anyway, and I was barking up his, but I was running at the same time. So whatever, because I was vulnerable, and I felt like he wasn't giving me space to be vulnerable. But that was it. Anyway, so 6 hours and 6 hours and 15 hours and 15 hours, and I had a thought that I was wondering like about people's first births, like women's first births, are they generally longer in timing than any of their others? That was an interesting thought as well. But it brings me back around to the correlation between the time your labor starts and ends, and the amount of time it takes for you to begin a life lesson experience and end that life lesson experience successfully. Like if you are taking a shorter time at learning lessons in life, applying the knowledge from your wisdom, and yeah, like if that's shorter, would your birth be shorter? That's an interesting thought. Something I'll have to think about more. But it made itself present in this chat here, so there's something to it. I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna make a video on it and put it in my reproduction series, okay? I know that I haven't made a reproduction series video in a while, but that's just because I'm like literally living life. Like I'm living in it. I said where to start and that's all I can do right now. And I want to be able to share more and get more into other details while I'm pregnant, so I can walk people along with me. But also, I do want to make other content surrounding those things, like talking to people about their birth experiences, hospitals, home births, sitting down and making a videos with my partner about, those kind of topics. Talking about our different birth experiences and his other two previous birth experiences with his other daughters. And yeah, I want to get that kind of content out, and I can do that while I wait for other content. So more content coming soon. But anyway, this has been a very interesting chat and expression of my thoughts space. I drew this beautiful sunflower, and I guess I'll make a video of it. It's in my shorts. The drawing of it, but I've painted it yesterday, and it's freaking gorgeous. It's like I draw like sunflower eyes, and this one is probably the most beautiful one yet. Literally. But it's like on fire, and I wanted it to have that appearance in the shape of a sunflower, but with the flames of a phoenix. And that's just an expression of the transformation of my conscious and subconscious mind, my perspective on life, experiences, my growth and development as a person in this space, in this place, and energy in this realm. I am expanding and transforming constantly. Evolution is amazing. Anyway, love the hair. I'm gonna probably do some more twisting to it today so that it's not sticking up and stuff like that. And I'm starting to actually like it. I know I was saying like I was not liking my hair. Every time I put it in a twist, I wasn't liking it. I didn't feel feminine and cute and blase. But one, I would rather start now and just whatever, because I don't want to keep doing my hair in different styles. Like, I'd rather just start my hair now. Because also, I feel like it's not going to grow unless I do like it. And another thing is I started Raji's locks, and I wanted to do it together so that she feels confident in how she looks. So, embracing myself. But like I said, I've actually starting to dig it a lot. And I mean, I'm always gonna look good. I'm always gonna look good because I look good. But I don't know, it was something that had me feeling very subconscious, self-conscious, in my subconscious about my short locks. But yeah, like I said, I'm embracing them. I think that I look beautiful, of course. And I do. I look really good. Look at that! Ooh, baby. Do y'all see me? Look at this flex though. Do y'all see the cut in my arm? Like, bro, this one's not as cut, but it still got muscle. I gotta work on this one so it could be cut like this one, but this one got a cut in it. And I'm like, hold on, because I'm doing things. And my calves are set, baby. My calves are set. The biggest thing, which has always been a thing, is my thighs and my booty, which I'm seeing improvement in both. Okay, my cakes be so caked up, period. But that's for my man. In my thighs, they got a little slight cut in them. But I gotta keep working. Because I'm gonna be the baddest mofo out here dropping babies back to back. And y'all gonna see me. Period. But anyway, not just that though. Not just that. And I'm not to say that I'm in competition with anybody else, but I do feel like it's truly important to keep your physical health you're going to be consistently having children. And me, I want to consistently keep having children. I think 2 years apart is a really good time. And guess what? My baby just turned 2. So, TikTok. But anyway, also, your physical stamina has a lot to do with your ability to move through your pregnancy and your labor more flawlessly. Okay? Because when you're in that last trimester and you're carrying that heavy belly, the strength you have up in here, your endurance, your ability to move forward and carry that weight, like that's a workout daily, every day. You're working out all day, carrying a weight and excess weight. Like having the ability to keep yourself up, like that builds up your endurance and your focus. And once you're in labor, your physical endurance will greatly increase your mental endurance. Okay, during that last trimester and labor and delivery. So I want to keep my body physically right for that, and I just want to keep looking good. And these are some of the keys to everlasting life. So stay tuned. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful, wonderful. I don't know if I'm ready to wrap it up now, because now I want to talk about my man and how my man is the one person in the world I ever had come and kick it to me about everlasting life outside of, the church. But, he mean it. He the only person ever came and kicked it to me and truly meant it. And is on it and is shaping and molding his family and leading us in that. And, you see me. So, y'all don't get to see my kids. But I be on it. I look good. I feel good. Every time you see me, I'm shining. But really, that's my energy. Either way, that's my energy. But I have a man who is cultivating my energy. I am the sunflower in the garden, and he is tending to it. Period. I am the garden of sunflowers, and he is tending to me. So yeah, of course, you see this glow on me. It's my natural glow because the sunflower is beautiful in itself. But he is cultivating that so that I can be as beautiful as I can be, because I am loved and taken care of. Okay? I love mom. I promise you, there is no way to really truly express how much I really do genuinely love this man. And I always have. I've never not loved him. I've never not loved him, and I've never not wanted to be with him truly. I've always wanted to be with the person that was best for me, but I always felt like he was the best thing for me. And that's what really was making me fall apart, because I'm like, if I feel so strongly, like this is the person that I'm meant to be with, then why do things look so blurry in our situation when it comes to stuff? Like, why is it that I feel like I can't get what I need from him in this time? And it's like, it just wasn't time for that, because I wasn't giving myself what I needed to give myself. And that's real at the end of the day. Like, coming into him expanded me, and it showed me how to elevate my life. Now I have to take that from that experience and go elevate my life for real. And I always knew, because the thing about me personally is I need that time and that space to where I'm having my own time and my own space. This right here, this is what this is. Like, my kids is with me, of course, because where else are they gonna be? besides with their mother. Like, yeah, they could be with their dad, but their daddy working right now. One and two, it's needed for them to be up under me right now, because I have the ability to kick it to them in the way they need to be kicked to right now. A child really not even supposed to be that far away from their mother in these first few years like this. You okay? Just pick it up and try again. Yeah, pick it up and try again. Yeah, a child don't even need to be that far away from their mother at this point in their time. They don't need to be that far away from their father, but these three children, are an exception because they came along while we were still in the process of learning these kind of things. So, and also while we're still in the building phases, we've been building, and we looking good with what we got anyway. Yeah, I need to take time to myself so that I can process everything that I have experienced and elevate and transform. And that's what I've been doing these last 2 years of being here. I took in all of my experiences from the first time I came to being in Mexico to leaving, staying with family members, having a baby, losing my father-in-law, separating from my partner, growth, development, coming together, having another baby, or getting pregnant again, going to carbonation, leaving carbonation, healing from carbonation, having another baby, continuing my healing from carbonation, separating with my partner again, coming back together, separating again, coming back together, and traveling in van life across America, and coming back to Mexico and separating, well, getting pregnant with another baby, separating again, having the baby, coming back to, not relationship wise, but coming back together as parents to have the baby, having another successful unassisted home birth, moving out of my house, traveling through different hotels until I'm able to finally come here and settle and truly reflect on all of that. Like I said, this is the longest I've ever been in a house in my entire adult life. And I've been processing all of that in these last 2.5 years being in this house. And it's beautiful. It's probably actually not even 2 years yet, and I'm just over exaggerating. It's not even 2 years yet, honestly. Yeah, it just, like I said, time is a funny thing for me. So sometimes I'll be getting a little ahead of myself, but yeah, it's only been almost 2 years. It will be 2 years. Well, so what got me caught up with that is me remembering that me remembering signing the lease, and then the second year going by, and because this year was the third year. Yeah, because Jordan wasn't one yet, and then she was one, and now she's two, and I don't know, y'all. I'll look again and see. Time is a funny thing for me. Look, and I be trying to keep up with what's happening. So I'll let y'all know as far as that goes. I've been here for a while, healing and transforming, and I feel like I'm emerging from that. I feel like I'm starting to expand more. Like I'm so grateful to this home because you know what I'm grateful for about life is what I be grateful for in life is hitting a space to where I feel like I'm starting to hit the wall, where I feel like I'm starting to hit, and it's like I hit it and it keeps going, and it keeps going. I hit it and it just no stop. You need to stop it. You're not even serious. You're making a problem for no reason. Go drink your water, because that's what it is. That's what it is. It's time for you to go drink your water. You can hear. You can take these ones. You can take these ones here. Yeah. The other one, no, because apparently you're having a problem with it. Apparently you're having a problem with the other one, so no. 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 No, you just starting because you like mama, you've been sitting here talking for a long time. I know. But here, you have you some water. You said what? Okay. Here. You take this one. Yep. You take that one. And you take that one. And y'all all have y'all some water and relax. I'm gonna wrap up this video and then we can come back together. Okay. So when I feel like I'm hitting the ceiling, and then once I hit the ceiling expands. It goes up and up and up and up. And it doesn't quite burst yet. I don't quite break through it, but it goes up. I have more room than I thought I did. And that's kind of how I feel right now with this house. Like, I have a little more room than I thought I did. Somebody's about to fry something, or is frying something. I can smell the grease in the air. Woo. Hey, dragonflies. Been dragonflies around here. Yeah. I love that about life. Because it shows me that I have the ability to keep going in the spaces that I thought I didn't. I have the ability to keep going in the spaces that I thought I didn't have. I didn't have it in me. I thought I was done. And I'm like, okay, so when does the transition happen? And then I find that once I get to those spaces, and in the same breath that I'm asking, when am I going to hit that breakthrough, I am in the same breath expressing to myself, soon. It's coming. Keep like the motivation, the continuously talking to myself and guiding myself. Like, if you've been listening to me talk this whole time, I'm so grateful for your energy. If you've been listening to me this whole time, then you really a true individual to sit here and listen to this whole thing that I'm saying. Either you're really just that into trying to see what I'm talking about, or like you really hearing what I'm saying and you taking it in, and you're a really cool individual. And so maybe comment below so I can know that you're a cool individual. But anywho, yeah. I really am gonna wrap it up. I guess I have a lot more to say and express today than I realized, and then I usually do. That's a little surprising, but I'm gonna go ahead and it's a lot of lizards out here lately. I'm gonna say this one more thing, y'all. We was outside trying to fix the tomato plant. Me and Boomy was out here trying to fix the tomato plant because the kids was running around and my son knocked it over. So we trying to fix the tomato plant, and I looked up. He looked up. We both looked up, and it's a tarantula crawling right just across the front of our front door. And I'm like, man, what? I've never seen a tarantula in real life, like outside a zoo. I feel like maybe I saw one at a zoo. Um, it wasn't until later when I like really looked it up to see that their venom is not deadly, and now I thought more about it, like tarantulas be people's pets sometimes. So I don't think it's anything to really be afraid of, but at the same time, it's a freaking tarantula, probably like almost the size of my hand. And it's at my front door. And I am not in my house. I'm outside of my house, but my kids are in my house, and my mother-in-law is in my house. So I freaked out in the moment. My first time seeing one, I freaked out. So I'm grateful that Boomy was here when we saw it, so that he could take care of it. But yeah, I really am. Okay, I gotta go so I can get to my kids. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful, wonderful, magical, amazing experience. Thank you for listening. Peace.